welcome. I'm so glad you're here because we are doing a nightly reading routine. If you guys have been watching my channel for a little while, you'll know that my reading goals for the year haven't quite been met. I'm a little bit further behind than I want to be, so I decided that I would start doing a nightly reading routine so that I can get more read and hopefully also be more productive. I, for the most part, have a little bit of a nightly routine. I go to bed at the same time so that I'm able to wake up at the same time every morning. And maybe you can find some new tips to help you read more or get up early or get on a better routine. I definitely know that it's been hard to do this year, but before we get too far into this video, I did want to mention that this video is actually sponsored by Book of the Month. I have worked with Book of the Month in the past, and I'm so happy to be working with them. I think they're a really great company. For those of you that don't know, Book of the Month is the fastest growing and most popular book service, and you'll be able to choose from 5 different newly released or early released novels. They really like to promote new and emerging authors, so a lot of their books are from authors that are a little less well known, which is really awesome because I think it really does help out these authors to get their names out there. The Book of the Month team chooses from hundreds of different novels every single month. You'll know that you'll be choosing from a carefully curated list. Like I said, the novels will be new releases or early releases, which is really cool. If you're looking forward to a certain book, you can get it on early release through Book of the Month subscription services. Having this curated list makes it so much easier for us as readers because we don't have to do the research in finding the next novel that we want. We can choose from a carefully selected choice, and we can spend more time reading. They do have a skip policy as well, which is amazing. I don't know very many subscription services that offer this type of skip policy. It's risk-free, which means that you can skip any month at any time at no charge to you, which I think is really comforting if you don't like the book selections for the month. Their pricing is $14.99 per month, which is the best price for new release fictions. You can also use my code SOGOOD in order to get your first order for $9.99. I will also leave the link to the website down below in case you're interested in signing up. One of the big reasons that I wanted to include Book of the Month in this video is because I am actually going to read one of their novels tonight, and I don't know if I'll be able to get through it all the way, but I'm gonna try. And this is about a girl from Guaneian descent, and she is in her 6th year of her PhD program. Her brother struggled with addiction and ultimately ended up overdosing, while her mother is in a deep state of depression. She's left to kind of cope with this, and through her program of neuroscience, she's trying to figure out the answers to depression and addiction. Also hungering for this lost childhood faith that she had growing up in the evangelical church. It definitely sounds like a book that I would love, so I think this is the one that I'm gonna read for tonight. It just definitely caught my attention. Now that I chose the book that I want to read for tonight, I think let's get into the video. So let's go. In order to get ready for my night routine, I like to go for a walk. This is something I've been trying to do more often, and I've really been enjoying myself. There's something so magical about nature, and I feel like it really puts my brain in the right state of mind to go forward for the next day. In every walk with nature, one receives far more than he seeks. I definitely find so much peace in the woods, and I'm so grateful that I'm able to take walks like these. Something I really love to do while going on a walk or taking a hike is to listen to an audiobook. I feel like it can transport you to a magical world, even if you're just walking around your neighborhood. Now that we're back home and I want to get warm since it was extremely cold out this day, I'm going to make myself a cup of tea. The first cup of tea I drink for the night is usually something that's really yummy, like a fall flavored tea or something like that. I went with apple cider tonight. Now that I'm warmed up and it's all cozy, I like to start preparing for the next day. Some things that I'll do is I will prepare what types of meals I'm going to do for the week or for the next few days. I also like to set up a to-do list for the next day. I've started doing this at night because then I feel like I'm getting more prepared for the following day to be successful. And then I also like to do 3 good things. So I will think about all of the things that have happened throughout the day and pick out 3 things that were positive and why those are positive. And I feel like this has really helped me kind of reflect. Even if they're just small things, this has really helped me stay positive even through tough times. After I'm done preparing for the next day, I spend some time cuddled up with a good book. It's now probably one of my favorite times of the night, which is cooking dinner. So tonight I'm doing something really easy. I'm just doing a Vietnamese bowl. So I use any sort of protein, rice, vegetables, and then I also make my own sriracha mayonnaise, and it's just sriracha, mayonnaise, and a little bit of garlic. And you just put that all in a bowl and it ends up being a really yummy meal. I tend to lean towards really easy meals that you can make in under like 45 minutes. I will also either listen to a record, some music, or an audiobook while I'm cooking, and this ends up being a really nice time to kind of decompress. I feel like the older I get, the more I actually really like cooking. Because I try to eat before 6 o'clock most of the time, I end up eating by myself most of the time, but I really actually don't mind doing this, and I will listen to an audiobook while I'm eating. After I'm finished eating, I make my second cup of tea of the night. Sometimes I will get ready for bed a little bit later than this, and I will end up spending this time reading on the couch downstairs. But because I'm taking a bath, I decided to start getting ready a little bit earlier. So I'm going to be putting on a face mask. I've been using The Ordinary's peeling solution, and I love it so much. I definitely have noticed a big difference in my skin since using it. So I definitely highly recommend. I've had really good luck with all of The Ordinary's products so far. With my book and my tea in hand, it is now time to take a bath. I usually take a bath maybe once a week, not super often, but I like to do it especially on those days where I'm feeling a little more anxious or stressed, and it really does help me to relax. My dogs always want the love when I'm in the bathtub. It's always at the most inopportune times. I think because they can't get it. But then I will put on some lotion after getting out of the bath, and I do this every single night just because my skin gets really dry, especially in the fall and winter seasons. And the last thing I do is I do the rest of my skincare routine. It's now time to feed the pups, and I feed them at 7 o'clock at night, and Teddy will usually be home by this time as well. So this is when I will spend time catching up with him, seeing how his workday went, and just spending some time together. After the dogs finish eating, I go back upstairs, or I stay down there, it kind of depends, but tonight I decided to go upstairs so that I could get some really good reading in. So I will put some aromatherapy oils on, I will turn on all of the cute lights, and just set my room up to be really atmospheric and cozy. I have my favorite reading buddy with me, and it's now time to really start reading. And I try to spend at least 2 hours a night really getting into a good book so I can feel like I made a good dent in it. I really love reading here on my bed, and I love all the lights that I've set up. I highly recommend setting up a space for yourself where you feel comfortable and like you can really get into a book. Reading gives us some place to go when we have to stay where we are. When things are crazy in the world, we know that we can pick up a book and be transported to another place, another time, another world, and that's what's so amazing about reading. So I hope you're able to find a space where you can read with freedom and with comfort. As the clock approaches 10 o'clock, it is now time to finish off my routine by brushing and flossing my teeth, letting my dogs out, turning off all the lights, turning on my fans, and that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope that you enjoyed. Please subscribe if you aren't already and like this video if you liked it. And that's all for now. Good night.